What's going on, YouTube? I'm back. It's been a while, but I'm back for another video. Tonight's meal is going to be smothered steak. The type of steak that I have is beef top sirloin steak, London broil, USDA select, and it's boneless. Now, little disclaimer. This was supposed to be our Sunday meal, but so it was taken out on Sunday and left out, put in the refrigerator last night because we ended up not eating this. So that is why the meat is a tad bit discolored, not as red as it should be, because it was left out and put in the refrigerator last night. So here we go. I have pounded out these steaks here. Hope you get a good picture of them, a good look. I used the tenderizer portion part of the mallet, and I put it in a freezer bag, each one, or as many as you can fit in there, and then you just pound away. Good way to take out flesh. And so these did get a little bigger here, and I'm gonna go ahead and season them with the quad. One season I'm adding to the mix is the Weber seasoning. This is Chicago steak seasoning by Weber. I'm trying out some different seasonings. I use the hamburger seasoning by Weber here recently when we made homemade hamburgers, which I did not put on camera. I should have. And anyway, it really added a smokiness to the burger. I still used my quad, but I just lightened up on the seasonal that I use. And then what we're going to do is season these. We're going to lightly flour them, and we're going to sear them on both sides. So I'm going to lightly season with the seasonal. And I just added these right back to the trays that they came in order to season. Seasonal, pepper, garlic powder, and cumin powder. Those of you who watch my channel know what quad is. The last video, I think it was a video that we had, Curtis, that had the producer question. Oh, yeah, right here. So, we do have a producer question for you all. I will let give you that question while I season it. This is onion powder. And the next one will be garlic.
So, you guys, this is the producer question of the day. How long do you believe it takes us to make these meals, preparation and all?
Well, you have to be specific. That was garlic powder. Now I'm going to go in with the Weber steak seasoning. You have to be specific as to which.
Specifically,
which meal.
Specifically, this meal. How long do you think that it takes for us to create this meal? Sides, preparation, all of that.
And so in order for you guys to have a correct, I'm sitting down, you guys, seasoning this stuff, but in order for you to have the correct estimation, I'm also cooking cornbread and sweet rice and a vegetable. Not sure which vegetable yet, but it will be something simple. So I'm going to flip these over, and we're going to season both sides because, like I said, you eat both sides. You want to season both sides of the meat. Again, let me see. Let's take the towel and wipe my hands off. Again, lightly seasoning with the quad, starting with the seasonal, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, onion powder, garlic powder. That was a tongue twister. And then we're going to go in with the Weber Chicago steak seasoning. And you guys, I'm going to do a onion gravy for this. So I think that I've done the gravy on another video. I'm pretty sure I have. So check out one of those videos. I just have to figure out which one it is. I might leave the link down below. So with these producer questions, excuse me, thank you. With these producer questions, we want to just kind of involve our YouTube family in what we're doing. And what we plan to do is once we get to, I think it was 1,000 subscribers, we will start doing giveaways for the producer questions. So you guys, I'll have to give you guys an email so that you guys can let me know what your email address is and addresses as to where you would like your gift card sent to. And we're going to start, low. It might be, $10, $15 gift card to someplace that I know that is everywhere. So, because we have viewers from everywhere. And we'll start doing giveaways. And of course, well, as the producer question gets harder, then the giveaway may be more. We haven't figured that out quite yet, so don't quote me, but that's what we're trying to do. So let's go in. I have some oil on the stove that is getting hot, so we can get a nice sear on these. I also have my pan in the oven that has a little bit of oil in it. Excuse me, for my cornbread. And we're just gonna do a light dusting of flour. Nothing too heavy. That's it right there. That's all we're doing. And you're gonna do that to all 3 of them, or however many pieces you have. If you wanted to take these and cut them, you definitely could do that too and make smaller pieces. But my plan is to have these mugs falling apart to where you won't have to do any of that cutting. That is the plan. So you just get you some flour on there. Take off the excess. And I'm going to meet you guys at the stove. Let me wash my hands. Okay, you guys, we are back. Again, I told you guys I had this oil heating up. Maybe that might be 3 to 4 tablespoons. Not very much. So we're just going to sear these. On both sides. Pull that down some. And what you're doing when you're searing these, of course, you're cooking them part way so that they don't take forever to cook, because they will be transferred to the oven. But you're also locking in the moisture. And over here, back here, we have some simple syrup that is going, and I just spilled, that was a blooper. See, Mama? Well, that's because this didn't get stirred all the way. So it disappeared, so there's still sugar in here. Hopefully that won't mess up my stuff. What I'm doing,
Probably add a little bit more mustard.
no, because it added water. I don't want water. So with your simple syrup, we did 4 cups of water to 3 cups of sugar. 4 cups of sugar we found out was just way too sweet. And this is just on a low heat. You always stir until your sugar is dissolved and you let it go. In this pot, we have some rice. I don't know if you can zoom in on the rice. I put the rice in here with a stick of butter. And it's turned down on low, but this is a high burner. So it's turned down on low. And it should be ready pretty soon. So I will be back in just a second when we turn those steaks over. Okay, you guys, we are back. I flipped one of these over because I just wanted to kind of show you the sear. If you can zoom in right there and kind of, that's kind of what you want there. I probably could have stood a little bit more searing on that side to lock it in, but it'll be fine. Those good old seasonings, I see that rebel. This is on a medium to low heat. Okay, so when I come back, what I'm going to do is sear these, transfer them to a baking dish, and make my onion gravy, pour it over the top of it, and put it in the oven covered until it's ready to go. I'm trying not to give away how long it's going to take. So, all right, we will be right back after all three of these are done. And I might come back and show you guys about the gravy. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. Be right back. Okay, guys, I just wanted to come back real quick to show you my rice. I always kind of take the back of the spoon and stick it in there to see, you know, if there's any more water in there. But this rice, I've already turned it off. It's basically done. See that? It is done, not basically done. It's not sticking. If you see some yellowing, it's because I put butter in the water as it boiled and let it come to a boil, and then added the rice. This is jasmine rice. I used 3.5 cups of jasmine rice to 3 cups of jasmine rice to 4.5 cups of water. This is jasmine rice. I think this is the only rice that you kind of do that with. Just wanted to come back and show y'all my nice fluffy rice that wasn't made from a rice cooker. Alrighty, be right back. Alrighty, so we are back. This was the last steak, and as you can see, those little bits and stuff. Another blooper. Okay, we want to leave that. Leave that there. I'm gonna throw these onions in. This was, you put as much onion as you want in there. So, and we're just gonna stir these onions around and try to get up the little bits of seasoning that's in here, because that is a flavorful gravy that it's going to make. I'm gonna use a stronger, I'm gonna use my
Sanctified spatula.
Make sure I get the bits in. There we go. Once you start adding your water and things like that to it, or your beef broth, whatever you want to do. I thought I had some beef bouillon, but I don't. So I'm going to use chicken. Trust me, it's still going to taste good. Those onions mixed in there good. And then you're going to go in and sprinkle some flour. Over here, you guys, I have some bacon, some onions, and a little bit of chicken bouillon in some water for spinach, chopped spinach. So it's coming to a simmer, but I need for it to come to a boil so I can add some frozen chopped spinach to that. I already showed you the rice. It's done. The cornbread is in the oven. Now I'm going to go in with some flour. The more flour, the thicker. So it just depends on how thick you want it. And then you're just going to go in and mix that up. You want to cook out the flour taste. So we're going to try to get this to a nice blonde deal. And what I'm going to do right now, because I see that all of my oil has been cooked out. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil to this, which is going to be some canola oil. Just a little bit to help us out a little bit. Help out the flavor. I mean, not the flavor, but the flour. To help that flour cook. That's what you want right there. At least that's what I want. And I'm going to turn the heat up just a tad bit. And I'm going to add some water. This is hot water. For now, just so I can mix it up and get those bits from the bottom of the pan. Go in with a little more water. But you want to mix, you want to add your water and stir or whisk. There was a lot of flour, so you don't want lumps. You do not want lumpy gravy. That's just not cute. Oh, it's not cute. So I'm putting a little bit of water at a time, again, because you want to kind of gauge your own thickness. Remember, you have flour mixed all inside those onions, up in between them, that were all clumped together. So you want to make sure that you have enough water to dissolve that flour. That was almost a whole big cup like this of water. So you want to let that simmer a bit. I'm going to add some seasoning to that. I'm going to go ahead and prep me some more water just in case. And we're going to add some chicken bouillon, nor chicken bouillon flavor. It's the powder, just like the cube. It's just not cubed, it's powdered. So again, you season to taste. And I'm going to add some black pepper. Season to taste. Tainty bit of onion powder. Just a tainty bit. And a tainty bit of garlic powder. I'm going to give that another little mix. Again, making sure you get all of those bits up out of the pan, because that is nothing but flavor. Y'all saw that. That was seasoning. That was seasoning at the bottom of the pan because it was coming off the steaks. So we're gonna let this come to a simmer, a slight boil, and we'll check the thickness of it. If it's too thick for me, I'm gonna add a tad bit more water. But let me go ahead and put my spinach in. Here are the steaks over here. They are resting. They are resting over there. And they're not losing any moisture because they haven't been cut. They're holding all of that moisture in. So that when it's ready to cut, you're just gonna need a fork. So here's my spinach. And all I did was a bag, 16-ounce bag of frozen spinach. So hopefully that's gonna be enough. Mix up your water and your onions and your bacon and your seasoning in there. If you want to add a tad bit of black pepper, you can. I'm not. I'm just gonna, that little bit of chicken bouillon flavor is gonna be good enough. We're gonna let that do its thing. We have a good boil over there on our gravy. So I don't think we need any more flour. I am going to see if we need any seasoning though. Let's see here. Oh no. Yeah, that tastes pretty good right there. Let me see. That's a good little thickness right there. This will be the time, you guys, if you have mushrooms that you want to put your mushrooms in there and have your nice mushroom onion gravy. And I think I'm going to add it. That's a good thickness, but I'm going to add just a teeny bit more water. Just a little bit. Now what this is going to do is we're going to take this right here and pour it over those steaks. And cover those steaks and put them in the oven. Let me see, what could it have used? Just gonna do a little bit. Season to taste. That's why you don't pour all the seasoning in at one time, because you want to season it, taste it, see what it tastes like, see what it needs. Alrighty.
Is your mouth watering already?
It should be, because that gravy right there is off the heezy for sheezy. Okay, so I'm going to take this off the burner, and we're just going to pour it, oops, that fell, pour it right on top of these steaks, like so. Thank you, Mama. Get rid of this pan over here. And turn this burner off. We are going to cover these really quick. You want to make sure that it's a nice cover, nice tight cover. Cover them really tight. Not too much going on over here. You want all of that steam to stay on the inside of this pan. You're going to want it to come out as much as possible so that it can really cook your steaks. So I'm going to try to get this as tight as I can. The oven is set at 350. I do have my cornbread baking on the top rack. So I'm going to put this one on the bottom rack. And we will be right back when we pull this entire meal together. We're going to plate it up for you. See you in a bit. All right. We are back. I am in the process of making a plate. I just want you guys to see what everything looks like. How nice and tender. I cut this, you guys, just with, I didn't have to use the knife very much at all. Lay it across there. And I'm just going to add a teensy bit of gravy. This is Curtis's. He don't like a whole bunch of gravy. And then I'm just going to take this fork. You want to end or middle and sopped up on it. And there is cornbread. Get a load of that.
In the beautiful fine china.
Get a load of that.
Go ahead and
Alright?
add.
So, if you like what you see and you would like to see more videos, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure you click the like button. It don't cost you nothing. And come back and see us on our next video. Talk to you later.